What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, my Borsey gang? It's your boy, comedian Michael Allen. That's fine. That fine, handsome, not tall, but long. Gorgeous, gorgeous, deep voice. Clapback King. It's me, y'all. How y'all doing tonight, y'all? I'm feeling myself. I'm laying here. I'm lazy. I done just had me the best hamburger. My God, I'm telling you, if y'all don't know how to cook, y'all better learn. Learn how to cook. And I keep telling people that because when you cook, baby, you don't have to wait on nobody, and you get this stuff. Oh my God. Hey Pam, how you doing? How you doing, Shawan in the building? When y'all come in, hit that like button. Hit that like button. So I was sitting here. I said, you know what? Let me go live today. I got a busy day tomorrow. I got to get. First of all, let me tell y'all, y'all know I'm a two-time cancer survivor. First time I had cancer, I had plasmacytoma, and it was something next to my lung where I had to do radiation treatments. And I rung the bell, and I think that was in, oh my God, that was 8, 9, 11 years ago. And then 3 years after that, I ended up getting bladder cancer. And I did 27 rounds of chemo. But y'all know about that because I talk about this so much. Well, since I've been cancer free since my 49th birthday, come on, somebody, won't he do it? So that's 8 years I've been cancer free. And I was going every month to get checked. Then it was every 3 months. Then it was every 6 months. Now it's every year. And that time has popped up again, y'all. So tomorrow, I have to get my black behind up early in the morning, go do blood work. And then they got to stick a catheter in my PP. Oh my God. Oh my God. I hate. But you know what? They got to stick that catheter in there to go to my bladder to make sure I'm still cancer free. I feel like a $2 hole when I go up in there because I go in there, I get naked. I pull out my big old, as PP would say if she was talking about that motherfucker, whatever his Dr. Umar, they pull out my Shango stick. They're going to pull out my Shango stick and 4 and 5 people going to touch it. That's the good part about it. At least, I feel like it's community Shango stick because 4 or 5 people touches it. Well, I ain't never felt like such a hoe. But anyway, so I go in there and we're gonna pray that they don't find anything. Come on, somebody. But you know what? I could be going through it every week like I was, but for it to be every year now, I thank God and that I'm still cancer free. So I will not complain. I will not complain. When I go in there, though, I just make sure my testicles and everything smells so fresh and so fresh and so clean. Y'all don't know how it is to have to lay on the table and you're butt naked from the waist down, and they throw this thing over you, and it's a little hole cut there where your business is just hanging out there, and people are walking in and out the room like it ain't nothing. And y'all wonder why I'm such an exhibitionist. Why I don't mind so I don't mind. Hey, happy wife life, how you doing, sweetheart? I don't mind because in the hospital, I think people just walk in there to see me on purpose. Okay, y'all know how I am. I keep it real. So I'm gonna be rubbed on and touched on, and I'm gonna be hurt. One time I was in there and I'm laying there. One lady come in to put the numbing gel in there. She grabs it. I'm like, oh Lord, here goes somebody else touch me. Then you got to pray to God that you don't get excited. Lord, please don't let this feel that good to me. Lord, please don't let me get excited. Lord, please. That's the hardest thing. You in there, you asking God to take away the cancer and make sure that the chemo is working. But when they touching you, you asking God, please, Jesus. So you don't want to give nobody no eye contact. Because one time the lady grabbed me, she grabbed my private part to numb it. And I looked, we had eye to eye contact. And oh my God, why did I look that woman dead in her eye? It was like such an awkward moment because when I looked her in the eye, she looked at me in the eye and she had my private part in her hand. My private part said, okay, well, let me wake up. And I'm arguing. I was like, if you don't go to, you better stay your asses. Don't you dare, don't you wake up in this woman's hands. My God. Hey, my mama-in-law is in the building. My mama-in-law is in the building. So the doctor comes in there one time and he got students. I guess he said, well, he walked in with 6, 7 students. I'm laying there. My business is all out, just out there. They all come into my house shaking my hand. And I'm sitting in all of my, I'm like, the doctor said, excuse me, Mr. Waters, can I ask you this? I have to get your, do you mind them watching in on the procedure? Me being the good sportsman that I am, I say, fuck it. I say, fuck it. I open my legs wide on, but hey, everybody you get a penis. You can touch it. You can touch it. You can touch it. Come on over here, girl. You can touch it. Everybody can touch Mr. Waters' penis. That's okay, y'all. Let me you can touch it. You can touch it. Don't judge me. Judge your damn self. Come on, somebody. That's how I felt. And can y'all imagine? It's 8 people standing there and they all them looking down at my private part. I looked up at them, they looked at me. I said, well, you might as well come down there and look at it eye to eye. Look at the big old thing eye to eye. Put your eye in it. Look down in the eye. Eye to eye. Oh, freaky asses. Oh, I felt like a piece of me. But y'all know what I've always wanted to do? I've always wanted to be a nude male model for when they come in the room and they paint you. I always wanted to be that one sitting up there and just look them in their eyes and be like, yeah, you see all this? You better get it right. Draw it, goddamn it, draw it. What? My mom was, I was in hospital having, you're afraid. Listen, I always wanted to do, look, what do they call that? Nude still painting, nude model, a still model, portrait model. I wanted to do that. I really, really did. It ain't too late. It ain't too late. They still have them all sizes. So, look, y'all, before I get into what my title's about, let me tell y'all, because I've been talking to a friend about this, and they say, I be in these certain chats, right? And so it's one person one is 27 and one is 37. How ironic that they're that age. And both of them hit on me. Is that robbing the cradle? Is that too young for a 57-year-old? Now the 27-year-old, they was on some bull, so I blocked that one. But this 37-year-old was like, look, let's get together. First he asked me, was I on DL? Was I down low? My God. I said, yeah, I'm an open down low guy. I'm an openly down low guy. So he 37, 6'4". He said, look, well, ooh, you older too? And then he said some explicit stuff that he wanted to do to me. And somebody said, oh, that's a baby. 37 ain't no damn baby. 37 is 3 years from 40. Do y'all know the shit I was doing when I was 37? 37? And they gorgeous. I don't listen. I'm gonna just let my heart lead me. Lord, Lord, I'm gonna take it to God. I'm taking it to God and pray. How could you take that to God? Because you take everything. God already knew this was gonna happen before it happened. Don't judge me, judge yourself. I hope you all tune in tomorrow. I will be interviewing the one, the only, the Black Martha Stewart of YouTube and Facebook. One of my YouTubers of the week. Come on, somebody. The happy wife life. Y'all not gonna want to miss that. And I'm so excited. You know, I love watching her channels. I love watching her video clips. And when I grow up, I want to be just like her. I want my kitchen to be just like hers. I want my garden to be just like hers. It's like she the Jefferson, then I'm good time. Scratching and surviving. And she done moved on up to the east side. But she don't have a deluxe apartment in the sky. It's a deluxe backyard in her back of her house that I love. They ain't no baby. Anything after 18 is grown. Come on, somebody. Come on. Happy wife. Yes, I'm excited. Yeah, I am so excited. Just to hear her story, her YouTube journey, and all of that good things. Because I can remember me first coming across her channel. So I ain't gonna tell too much, y'all. So we'll be able to do that. And her love for the Lord. Come on, somebody. Oh, Hollister Honda. Oh, no diggity, no doubt. Jesus coming on a Honda. Untie your bow tie. Come on, somebody. I gotta excuse me. I caught it. It was like down in my crawl space. The Holy Ghost was down in my crawl space. Come on, somebody. Ooh, won't he do it? Won't he do it? So, which takes me to this, y'all. I was sitting here thinking, and I saw somebody put up, they said, God removes people out your life because they are not for you. And I was like, that's so true. But then I said, but then God also removes people out your life because you're not for them. Come on, somebody. Come on, somebody. Do y'all hear what I said? People always say God removes people out your life because they are not for you. But God also removes people out your life because you're not for them. There's some people, look and think back on, I had 8 subscribers and 4 videos when you found me. Yeah, you was doing your thing. We're going to talk about all that tomorrow, y'all. Y'all not going to want to miss it. But come on, y'all. We keep sitting here and saying, you know what? We look at all the people we know. Sometimes them people not in our life because we weren't for them. We were not the right thing for them. They might have been right for us, but we wasn't right for them. We have to take accountability, and that's what God wants us to do. He wants us to meet him. we can't expect God to do all the work. We got to do some of the work with him. I say to God all the time, Lord, I know I didn't promise you so many times. I know I still sin. Lord, I'm trying to do better. I'm never going to stop trying to get there. And please, I thank you for never leaving me. I thank you for not giving up on me, better than any mother or anybody, much as I love Michael Ann. But ain't nobody done me like Jesus. And we have to take accountability sometimes. And so when we say, God removes people for a reason, their purpose was served. Well, sometimes God removed them because we're not serving a purpose for them. It's not always about us. Chair said God gives us a sense to remove ourselves out of, I love it, out of our MF's life. Yes, yes. Yeah. And you know what? I had a friend, didn't drink, didn't go to the club. And we were dating and we were so good. And I felt like I was holding them back and that I wasn't a good fit for them. I didn't want to block their thing. And so I wasn't serving the purpose that they needed me to serve at that time. And I removed myself. I removed myself out of that situation. Because sometimes we'll be selfish and stay somewhere and hinder. I don't want to hinder nobody or block nobody's blessings. Sometimes we'll block people's blessings. We've seen that time and time again on YouTube where people come in and they will milk and drain somebody and get all they can, and then they go on about their way. Instead of saying, you know what, before I bring this person down, before I mess up their brand, let me walk away. See, a lot of people don't want to do stuff on their own. And if I've not learned anything on YouTube, I've learned that a lot of people in these YouTube streets don't want to do stuff on their own. They latch on to other people. They cling on to other people. They jump on other people's panels. They jump on other people's coattails. They mimic other people. They want to be like other people. So many people are doing videos smacking and letting juice run down their mouth, all because of beloved. There's only one beloved. There's only one baby. First of all, her smacking like that turns me. Oh, I can't. Oh, smacking is my pet peeve. Or I'm not gonna let no juice run all down, butter sauce run all down my mouth. That irritates me. But you got a lot of people saying, hey, it worked for her. Maybe that might work for me. I've never been that way in school. I've always been, I didn't follow a trend. I tried to make one and start one. That was me. We don't have enough people that are original, and a lot of that has to do with you. I removed myself from a man that didn't do nothing. Didn't do nothing. He was too damn boring for me. Yes. But I'm like this, God will send to you who you need. God will give you friends that you need. God will show you, some people that you talk to all the time, then y'all don't talk as much anymore. You be like, well, I wonder what happened. You know what happened? Life happened. Life happened. That's what happened. Life. Oh yeah, I got this. I don't know what to do with this shit they didn't gave me. Hold on. They mailed me some. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to call them. But yeah, so I was just sitting and thinking about that thing. We always say God removed people for a reason out of my life. God, sometimes you the reason God removed them. Sometimes we be the reason God removed them. We not for them. It ain't always about us. We weren't supposed to be in that person's life at all. Mm. Then you have people come back around. It's a friend. hit me back up. And I'm sitting there pondering on, you try to think of, because we can't forget. See, when time lapses and we get back with, we almost forget why it was you don't speak to that person no more. And you end up making the same mistake, and the mistake keep on happening because you only remember, even like when you break up with somebody. Gianna's, when we break up with somebody, we think about the good things more than we do the bad things. We think about how good the sex was, or the way they used to look at us and the way we used to. We don't think about the arguing and fighting. I miss that mother. Because one thing I will say, this day was good. It's amazing how the mind works. But yet, when we do videos and people, we go and look at them comments, people they give the negativity more attention than they do the positive comment. Why can't you do that when you break up? Think about what that nigga did to you wrong and stop talking about what you miss about them. I didn't miss him kicking my ass. I didn't miss him disrespecting me. I don't miss him blacking my eye. But now you want to think about how good the Shango stick was. Shout out to Dr. Umar Hoish ass. Did he get that school open yet? Did he open his school yet? I have to ask my sis because I'm sure she knows. She donated enough to him. What? Don't judge her. Judge your damn self. Y'all make sure y'all check out me and the Happy Wife Life tomorrow. Back down memory lane. Save me. Stumble across this photograph. It kind of made me laugh. It took me way back. Hey, back down memory lane. Yes. But God wants us to. I'm going to tell y'all the place and space I'm in right now. I'm in this place to where I am really trying to be more accountable, more reliable when it comes to getting a closer relationship with God. Because I realize, and I keep saying this, y'all, not that I think I'm going to die or anything soon, but I got more years behind me than I got left in front of me. And it's never too late to start trying to get it right. I done did enough stuff to now I got to start looking and say, Lord, okay, Lord, now, every day we're dying every day. Every day is another day of our life. And now I'm thinking like, thank God I'm here. I'm still here to where I can think about it because he could have took me in my teens, in my 20s, or in my 30s or 40s. But he is still giving us the opportunity for the people that are here. Anybody that's in the sound of my voice, he's still giving us the opportunity to be better, get it right, to be a better person. We always don't have to have the last word. We always ain't gotta let a bitch have it. You know, and what? And believe it or not, sometimes it's a lot easier. It's a lot easier just to walk away. It's a lot easier not to say anything, especially when you see somebody that's trying to provoke you or somebody that want to go toe to toe with you, and you turn around and go, you know what? I didn't even let the devil win. I didn't even let that happen. God bless you. You can feel that way, but God bless you. Well, you know what? I have no control of how you feel about me, but God bless you. You know what? If I had that attitude in my younger days, I would not have went to jail so much. I would not have fought so much. I would not have cut people or shot people. I wouldn't have done none of that. If I had just said, you know what, God bless you. What I'm not gonna do is let you provoke me. I'm gonna walk away. And now I'm learning to walk away. I'm learning that not to say nothing. And then you know what? If we are all made in God's image and we are kings and queens, we don't belittle ourselves to go down to that level and argue with somebody about nothing. We're supposed to love on everybody. And if you don't love them, just pray for them. Because I don't love everybody now. I'd be lying if I sit here and said I love everybody. Now, some things that, God, we working with God said, love your neighbor, love thy neighbor. Okay, Lord, how about can I just like them? I don't want to love them, Lord, but can I just like them? My mama says something has to be wrong with people not to like you. You know what? Sometimes it has nothing to do with the person, more to do with the individual that don't like it. Sometimes you get so baffled. Sometimes I've been so baffled when somebody. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me, y'all? Can y'all hear me? Uh, Hold on, y'all. 1 minute. Let me put this. Give me just 1 second, y'all. Okay, y'all, I'm back. Uh, my mom said, yes, you always try to help people and they just turn on you for no reason. You know, it's a reason. It's the reason they turn. It was for self gratification, self gain to, sometimes you have to realize when people use it till you're all used up. Remember that song, use till I'm all used up. When you cannot get any more, you have takers and takers and takers. When you can't get any more out of somebody, you move on to the next person. And there's a lot of time. And I was just talking to somebody about that today. I said, it's amazing when you don't take up for somebody anymore, or you're not in their corner, and you let people ride on their own, and people leave you. Tara said, my mama said, even when you do videos while you're out walking, you speak to everyone. I am a people's person, and I do that all the time. Y'all, listen, I'm gonna tell you how good I am. Y'all know how many times I've been out, and y'all see me. I'm nicer than I. Yes, I can let people have it, but I don't have to do that all the time. I really make people laugh and give compliments more than I do anything. And so when I'm out, I speak to everybody. I can't walk past people without speaking. And do y'all know what? There's a lot of people that won't say a damn word back to me. How you doing? And they don't even say, they look me dead at me and don't say nothing. And I do not let that discourage me. I used to go, well, hi anyway. Haven't I say, how you doing today? And they would look at me dead and keep on going. And I go, well, you have a blessed day anyhow. You know, I don't get an attitude about it because I realize everybody ain't gonna speak. Everybody not like that. Everybody's not in a good mood. Some people might be going through something, but I ain't going through nothing. That's why I said, well, you have a blessed day anyway. I cannot walk down the street and walk past somebody and not speak. How you doing? It takes nothing. You might be speaking to Jesus. Jesus might be, listen, sometimes, I believe that. I say, is God down here in human form? And sometimes he just want to see. So I speak to the bums. I was in the store the other day, and the lady she was putting bottles in there, and I had got me some cigarettes and something, and I had like $1 something change. And I said, how you doing? And she said, how you doing? And I gave her $1 something change, knowing that I probably was gonna need that $1 something the next day, my damn self. But something said, God said, give her that. And she was looking so sad, and I said, here you go. She said, oh, thank you. But you know what? I be struggling with God. I'm struggling myself. Lord, why are you telling me to give her this $1, this $2? Why are you Lord? That's why I did the video. When God tells you something, you got to listen. You got to listen. It's the story about the lady that gave her last. Remember, I can't remember the story. I got to read my Bible so much more. She came in and she gave her last her little coins, and God bless her. I think they laughed at her. She gave the least out of everybody, and God blessed her abundantly. We get that. Hey, Smitty Smitterford, what's today National Day? What's the National Day today? We have to listen, and we have to be cognizant of certain things too. It's one thing to ask God, Lord, change this. Lord, change my drinking. Lord, let me stop cussing so much. Lord, well, let me stop, my sexual behaviors. And yet we don't want to do nothing about it. We keep on doing it, but we asking God to take it from us. We got to start doing something. You listen. If you go to God and ask him that, and then stop trying to do it. Now you may slip and fall and do it, but at least try. You can't just have him think he gonna take it all away. Like you think you gonna keep doing it, and God just automatically come in and be like, oh, this your last time. You ain't doing it no more. You know what? I'm gonna make sure you don't get excited. You won't have no sex. I'm gonna take the taste out. Yeah, oh Lord, take the taste out my mouth. I know a lot of people say that. I ain't never said, Lord, take the taste out my mouth. Jesus, please don't do that. But I have said, Lord, please. When I get to the Lord, don't let me want to cuss nobody out. You got to be specific in what you asking him for. Lord, whatever it is in me that make me want to cuss a person out, and I think about what they've said when I've had a cocktail, Lord, take that part away from me. Take that. And look, I was tipsy the other night, and y'all see, certain person came on my panel. I did not cuss. I did not get into it with them. Still wish them well, even though they dropped down. And I haven't thought about it since. But it was so good because I knew that I had nothing but God all in me, God all in my heart, and I was not allowing the devil to come anywhere in there to make it any other than what I wanted it to be. For me to tell people, look, I don't have a problem with nobody. I'm too busy asking God to fix my problems. Come on, somebody. How can you ask God to fix your problems, but you got a problem with other people? God said, I'll fix your problem, but you got to let those problems go. You know, I wake up my biggest problem is waking up every day without my mama. And that's, I don't talk about it as much on here no more, but that is still the biggest thing. It is like the biggest feat for me in my life to wake up every day and face a new day knowing that Michael Ann isn't here. That is the hardest. Some days I don't even want to get up. Some days I don't even want to open my eyes. Some days the fact that I got to face another day, knowing that that woman is not here, that supersedes every other thing that anybody could say or do, or any problem I have with anybody. Because I'm too busy asking God, look, Lord, please make this day a little lighter. Lord, please don't let me ride past something that reminds me. Lord, please don't let me break down. Lord, please. This day, can I just not think about my mama at all? I've asked God, Lord, I don't want to think about Michael Ann at all today. Please, can I have a normal day? It's something when you got to pray to God to ask Him to not let you think about your mother for that day because it's so painful. God said, but you asked me to fix you and heal you in your problem, but yet you got problems with other people. You sit here, you ain't speaking, you don't like somebody. And He's not saying go talk to them. He's not saying, oh, be buddy buddy and be besties with them. He's saying, what you feel in your heart for the people, let that go. I don't have to talk to none of them. But what I felt in my heart was wrong. The evil, not evil, but the hatred. Now I'm gonna use that word and I know it's strong. The hatred I had for some people on here. I had to ask God, take that out. Take it. How can you come to me with an unclean heart, asking me to help you, and you are holding hatred in your heart for other people? I'm a God of love. You create. I had to say, created me a clean heart, renewing me the right spirit. I think we mess up a lot. We go to Him and we ain't dealt with the stuff that's inside of us. But God said, come to me just as you, Lord, I'm coming to here I am, Lord, just as I am. Now, I try to read a Bible verse every day now. Lord, I listen, ain't can't because at the end of the day, it's nobody else. Listen, when I'm not on here, yes, people can say the right words to you. Somebody might be able to call you and say, you know what, I'm praying for you. People can give you testimonies. But the only thing I'm gonna tell you, the only thing that has gotten me through, the only thing that makes me wake up in the morning and can go on is God. I'd rather have Jesus than silver and gold. That song means so much to me now. So much to me. I'd rather have the riches untold. Put me in a one-bedroom water flat, where I have to go outside and use the bathroom in an outhouse. But as long as I know God is with me, then it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. And I just keep telling people my biggest fear in my life was having to live it. I said, oh my God, if something ever happened to my mama, what would I do? Uh, that was my ride or die, my savior, my protector. Oh my God, I was scared. I was actually scared because that was my comfort zone. I can call and I could be in jail. Mom, I'm in jail. Just hearing her voice made me, it was all right. I could do the jail time just knowing I can hear my mama's voice. Lord knows I kicked enough ass and cussed enough people out to be in jail. Hell, sometimes they took me to jail, and if I had to shut up, I wouldn't have went to jail. It was my mouth. So I said, Lord, well, what you want me? You took my mama. What do I learn from this? Because it's got to, in the midst of the most grief I've ever had in my life, it's something. It's something. And what he said is, you're gonna learn to trust and lean on me. God will give us storms in our lives just so we can know that he is the calm. He's who we go to for the calmness. How would we know that who he is if we ain't going through nothing? How would we know if we ain't went through nothing? We lived a perfect life and ain't never needed nothing. Everything just going poppy dory. How can we know who he is? So he allows us to go through heartache. He allows us to go through sadness. He allows us to go through pain. So we know that he's out there. That way we know he's a problem solver. We know that he's a way maker. We know that all things work together for the good of those who love the Lord, who are called according to their purpose. He does all that so we know to look to the hills which cometh our help. And what we all know that it cometh from him. My mama said if everything was perfect, we wouldn't need him. Exactly. And that is why I have a big issue with those people that sit up on them on a high horse, like they high and mighty, as if they're closer to God than anybody else. You have a lot of people in church like that. You ever went to a church and you walk in and you feel like everybody turning their nose up at you? Whether it's the way you dress, you might not know the protocol, and they look at you and it makes you, oh, I wish Upward was in here. I wish Upward was in because we just talked. John Gray. He was I just watched a video of him where he was talking about he has an issue. Oh, Upward. As soon as I said, look at Upward. I don't know if you're busy, Upward, but we were just talking. Well, you always welcome to come up if you want. I know you've had a hard day and you've done a lot. So, but if you want to, we were talking about John Gray. And oh y'all, first of all, since I was popping in here, can we pray, y'all? Let's pray for that. The family where them 8 kids were killed. I think it was in New Orleans. And look, I just read all the names. I think 3 of them had the last name, and then it was 2 other last names. It was 8 children altogether. 8 children, a man shot and killed 8 kids. So I'm praying for them people. I'm praying for the family, the mothers. Oh my God. Children. Who can do that to children? Let the babies live. Let the babies live. Leave the children. If you feeling that bad, kill yourself. Kill yourself. Do not mess with the babies. Kill. I've never understood that. If you gonna kill yourself, especially if it's my own child, I rather for my child to live. If I can't take it, you always had that one husband that wanna. He can't make it. He can't take it. Or the mamas too. been some mamas, and next thing you know, they're gonna kill the kids and then kill themselves. Kill yourself first. Your kids will be all right. The baby's gonna be all right. Why you gotta take them with you? I was say, oh my God, that was a terrible story. Yeah, I know, I know. So y'all, I'm gonna keep the mothers of them children in their prayer and the family members because that's so sad. When I just saw the ages and you hear the story, but when you put a name to it and you see the ages, 1 and 5 and 6, they ain't even lived life. So we want to complain. That baby died at 6. I'm 57. That's 51 years longer. What can we complain about? If that ain't enough to let us thank God for and know that we can make it and how blessed we are. If he took me tomorrow, I'm all right. I don't want to go tomorrow, but I would thank him. Lord, I ain't mad at when I meet him at the gates. Lord, okay. Wish you had gave me 51 more years, 57 more years, but you know what? Thank you. I'm here now with my mansion. Which way I go? Huh? What? Judgment. I thought because I just got, I got it. Oh, I ain't in it. I ain't just automatically in. Oh, God. Well, can I at least talk to my mama first? Can I at least talk to my dad? Look, mama, I'll be telling my mama, how did you get up here? What you do? Okay. Is there anything I should say? Give me the ins and out. It don't work like that. Mama can't get you in. Granny can't get you in. Ain't no, listen, it's simple. Black folk, we gonna be up there trying to figure out how we can cheat our way in heaven. You can't cheat your way in heaven. Ain't no cheat sheet. Ain't no cheat code. It's simple. It is simple. Trust in him. Confess with your mouth. Believe in your heart. Y'all know how it goes. That's how you get there. And then you'll be saved. Ask him to forgive you for your sins. That ain't nothing hard. That ain't no. It's not a trick question or a trick program that you got to get in there. We know what we got to do. Come on, somebody. It'd be black folks sitting up there tomorrow. You try to whisper, okay, how you get in? You know how they got in there. And it starts while we down here. And I don't, y'all saw me. The first thing I'm trying to do is start by forgiving people. I'm starting by forgiving people now. Look, I'm not mad at you. And it's whether they take it, whether they believe it or not, I did my part. Whether I never speak to them people again, which some of them I won't, but the fact that I've let it go in my heart, that's another brownie point with God. I ain't kissing nobody's butt. I ain't brown nosing for nobody but God. My mom said yes, because I don't want to be at the pearly gates with boat boat cutters trying to get in. Okay. Come on. And y'all, I have really been thinking about that lately. I really have. I said, you know what? Not I think it's because of this, y'all. My mother, when my great grandmother went, my great grandmother outlived all her kids by 20 years. Ain't that something? But that whole generation was gone. Then my great grandmother and all her sister brothers, they were all gone. And I was like, okay. And then it was my mama. And my mama and some of them, and now they're dying off. And I said, wait a minute. I said, wait a minute. Now, okay, so shoot. My mom gonna who the next generation? Me. I didn't know that the baby boomers was from, oh my God, I think it was 1946 to 1964. That was the baby boomer. My mother and sister is in In that they both baby boomers. I wonder what does that make us? 1946 to 1964 is baby boomers. So 65 to what? What's that? Are we generation? What are we? Generation X or what are we? Some of us. But I know this is that we all got to be in that number. We all got to be in that number. When the Saints go marching in, I want to be in that number. But when the Saints go marching in, what's it with Generation X? Okay, yes. What's after Generation X? Generation Z, what is it? Z, Generation Y? All I know is this. You got the baby boomers, Generation X. Uh, but I know this that we're closer to the end than we were at the beginning. Come on, somebody. You're closer to the end. Well, it's the end is really the come on, somebody. Let's first of all, let's start like this. First of all, we're closer to the end, which is really the beginning of the rest of your life, of eternity. And I want to spend eternity in heaven, walking the streets of gold. I don't want to be in the pit fire of hell. I don't. For eternity to be screaming and hollering and burning and agony and pain, when all we gotta do is just be right. Love on one another. Try to do the right thing. He already know we gonna fall short. Let's go pick up. I said, hey, how's my baby doing too? Why did they call it baby boomers? I don't know. I think because of the war, they was booming out babies. Yes, that's how I'm looking at life now. I'm like, okay, look, I don't want to be on my dying bed, then trying to get right with God. I don't want to be on oxygen and can't breathe, and people coming to see me in the hospital, and I'm on machine. Now I'm in my mind to my Lord Jesus. I want to be able to do it while I can confess it, while I can speak it, while I can sit here and talk about how good He is. I love Him. I love Him. Okay, then I just said, see, I'm smart. Upward says terror due to the spike in birth when the war ended. Yep, I double checked with. Yeah, I just said that because of the war. After that, babies boomed out. Um, but come on, somebody. I don't wait till it's too late. What that song? Don't you wait too late. Get your house all straight. For the Lord is coming back real soon. Ooh. Don't you wait too late. Get your house all straight. And right now, y'all, I'm trying to straighten up my house. Baby, I'm sweeping rugs and washing walls and doing windows. And I'm talking about my house of my soul, the soul of my house. Cleaning my mind and scrubbing my heart and getting the right spirit renewed in me. So when I show up, I want to be almost pure and white as snow. I want my name to be in that number. Come on, somebody. I was asking, but I said in the last line, why is it? Okay, what says, have you heard that song, Sweep Around Your Own Front? Yes, yes. That was Them brothers, the Williams brothers, the Williams brothers. Come on, somebody. That I don't know how y'all looking at stuff, especially us older ones, especially us older ones that's 50 and older. That should be the forefront of your mind. Look, okay, if I died today, what would God say to me? That's what I've been thinking. If God took me today and I went up there, what would He say? Yes, it is. If I see him, they say, "Well, come on, somebody." So listen, what if I think about that? I do, I be like, okay, God, even when I feel a little down about my mama, as I'm crying about her, and then I be like, Lord, well, if I see her again, then God said, well, what are you gonna do to see her again? What are you doing to be able to see her again? Are you doing what you're supposed to be doing to be able to see your mom again? Okay, okay. Yes. Babe, if I can get up there and spend eternity with my mama, oh, it's like a second chance. And look, baby, you think the way you loved her, I loved her on earth. It's like I think God lets this happen for you. Your mama gone, and you miss her so much, and you earn and you yearn for and you ache for that. You get up there and you see your mama, you're gonna love her for eternity because you know how to feel. Oh, come on, somebody, not to have her, not to have her. Oh my God, it's like He's a God of second chances. Oh my God, to see my mama again. Oh my, every little thing I ever did, the times I got mad at her, the times I didn't answer my phone, the times I didn't want to go see her because I was mad. Oh my God. All that goes out the window. Because baby, when I see her again, it's love, 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 kisses and hugs and love, and you just revel in it. And I can have that for eternity. That alone makes me want to do the right thing. That alone makes me want to, and I know the only way we can get there is through Jesus. The only way we can get to the Father is through Jesus. And so it makes me want to change. It makes me want to be different. Yes, okay, you should be wanting to get up there so you can see God's face. Yes, I know, I know. The Holy Trinity, I know. But it's the rewards that come along with it as well. It's the rewards that come along with it as well. Come on, somebody. Now, I keep telling y'all, God told me clear as day that He was going to take me at 113. I'll be here till 113. Yes, I will. 113. And this is another thing He told me, y'all. I still be having sex. And I'm going to have me a baby when I'm Sarah's age. How old was Sarah when she had the baby? What? Don't judge me. Judge yourself. God said it, not man. God told me that. Y'all laughing. I can hear y'all laughing. I would say lies you tell. I can hear y'all laughing at me. And I said what I said. That's what God told me, just as clear as day. I want my name in the Lamb's Book of Life. Come on, somebody. Come on, Carolyn. I want my name in the Lamb's Book of Life. It's a song where they say that. It's a song where that line is in there. Come on. I want to lay down with the lambs and not the lions. Come on. I want to be in that number. Don't you want to go? Heaven. Don't you want to go to heaven? I love that Mary Mary song. Seems like Tina gonna be going to heaven without Teddy, but still. Don't you want to go? They might go, but they won't be together. Okay, Michael, why you do it? See that's the devil trying to creep into me. Let's pray for Tina and Teddy. Tina and Teddy Campbell. Heaven up. When I sent you a video about something she did as well. Did you look at it? You know, one thing I said about it this go round, she was like, you know what? I'm gonna pray. Baby, y'all can laugh and snicker all you want, but baby, watch how God brings me up out of that. And that's all. Baby, when you believe in him, do y'all know what God has brought me out of? I ain't been embarrassed about nothing. I ain't never been embarrassed about being broke, being lonely, being this, being that, because I got God. I would say, I'm in the pantry. Wait, I can't see now. Now I'm on pantry duty. Girl, you've been on pantry duty since 8 o'clock this morning. If you sit down and stop eating everything, how you cleaning out your pantry eating everything? See, that's my thing, y'all. You're supposed to clean out your pantry by moving stuff, wiping the cans up, putting it back. You don't take stuff out, open up the chips, open up a can of this. Now you done ate half the stuff. That's not how you clear out your pantry. And then you wonder why you're tired and you can't come up here and get on. See, you know what? Lord help this. Lord bless her. Bless her soul, Lord. Just bless her. Bless her. She probably munching with some banana chips right now. And oh, these are so good. Oh, I didn't even know these was in here. Oh my God. Oh, this right now. She done ate so damn what are you what you not what? Don't talk judge my friend. Cause she judge a damn stuff. At least she cleaning it out. No matter how she doing it. She might be eating most of it, but she getting it out. Come on, somebody. But which brings me to, God did say gluttony is a sin. I'm not saying she's gluttonous. I'm just saying gluttony. Okay. I eat so much too because I just had a hamburger, y'all, and I'm hungry again. I'm the last person they can talk about anybody. Um, but yeah, for you people that's 50 and over on the second half of your life, when you get up, you're making little grunting noises. When you take your clothes off, you ain't got that same shape you used to have when you was younger. You gonna have to oh Lord, I knew this would get up here. I knew this would bring my friend up here. Hey friend.
Don't hate friend me talking about me.
I said, how can I get my friend to come up here? I know what to do when you mention pantry. Now
Yeah. Look, this has been a situation and a circumstance. I'm about ready to throw everything away. I'm tired.
you're donated to the homeless or the needy. Listen, you got some people that trying to fill a pantry up while you trying to organize or you give me so it's a blessing in everything.
It is, but see what I want to have happen is okay. Come get the cans right now. I don't want to look at them. That's the purpose of I'm doing all of this. Come get them now. If you can't get them now, then they got to go.
Well, the one good thing about canned food is that they last a long time. I had a friend. He had some string beans. He said, these string beans was from a year ago. I said, yeah, they're still good. And you have to, and I just imagine how many people throw stuff away. I'm one of them people that I would keep a can for 5, 6 years.
See, and some of them have expirations, and that's what I wanted to check for. I want to get rid of the
You
expiration date.
actually go. You actually go. I don't wouldn't give a damn about the expiration. Open it up. If it's seem good, it smell good, I'm using it.
Mm. Yeah, I mean, they some of them are still good past the expiration date. Heck, you think about those MREs that we used to have to eat.
I
God
thought
only
they were.
knows how some of them things been sitting around.
Oh, I saw the. Oh, I saw the video today of they shot and hit the U.S. ship, and the
Hmm.
U.S. ship shot the plane down. I'm like, but I'm too scared that the war is going to make its way over to the U.S.
Well, let's pray that it doesn't. God is still in control, so
Oh,
we're gonna focus on the hills from whence which cometh our help. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And then I saw they put up the names of the kids
Oh,
on
I know.
Facebook. I was like, oh my God, the ages haven't even lived life.
I know. Did you see the picture with him and the kids from Easter?
No, was all of them was all eight of them was his kids?
Yeah, those. Well, you did see it because you saw the video. I showed you the video.
So why did he kill them? Did they say?
It was a domestic. They're in the midst of a divorce.
Did he
I
kill himself?
heard between that story and the one with the lieutenant governor of Virginia. I may be getting the facts mixed up, but I think he was getting ready for another hearing. And soon as I heard that, I thought, well, maybe his concern was child support. I mean, despite whatever marital issues, you think about all those darn kids, that's going to be a heck of a lot of child support.
So did he kill himself too?
The police did.
They killed.
Mm-hmm. Because I think like Tara was saying, he had the getaway car that he had. What do you call it? I'm so tired I can't even think straight. Now I was about to say hijack. Not hijack, but carjack. Carjack. Yeah, he carjacked somebody and took their car, used that as the getaway. And they even had the video with him after he shot the kids. I don't know how they got that. Maybe it captured it from somebody's ring camera or something. But they showed him running across the yard to get into a car. Yep.
Mm, mm.
It
But he
was
just got himself maybe after shooting all them, he knew he was come on, he
man.
could
He set a record with they calling it a mass shooting. I'm like, see, he didn't help to set us back 400 years. Also.
are you talking about because we about did the white person people. So that used to
Mm, Child. I'm like, man, it's just mind blowing. Mind blowing. Like, how can you even stomach hurting a child? I can't get past this. Let alone, I mean, a human being, but let alone a child.
your own child on top of that.
Yeah. I mean, but we see it every day, all of these horror stories with parents that get in those situations.
Or look at the boy that went to prison and the mama fought for him to get out and he wasn't even out a month and he ended up killing her and his brother.
Mm, 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 mm.
You said, oh my God. And
It's
I said, how can somebody kill their mama, the lady that gave you birth? There's nothing my mother could have ever did to make me so mad.
Yeah, but a lot of people they're not self-aware, they're not emotionally intelligent, and that kind of stuff makes a difference. It really does.
Nah, I done said, I hope she get hit by a truck when she done whoop me.
Look, but I bet you said it under your breath.
Said it in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is something. What is your take on me? Because I've said this. I think what he said. When God says we will have an eternal life in heaven, right?
Mm-hmm.
And honor your mother and thy father, so your days be long on earth. But baby, when you go, because I belong to this mother group, and they go, some of them go, Mama, but the times that I probably disappointed you, or the times I was upset, the times I didn't answer your call, and all those things you think about.
Mm-hmm.
And it does now is one, I say, if Mama in heaven, I'm trying my best to get there. And so you tend to try to start doing that to make sure you get so you be able to see her again. And second, imagine if you get there, you're gonna love her for eternity because you're gonna know how it feel to be without her. You know how it felt. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
To be without her soul. The love, baby, to see my mom again, the love that I would have and the appreciation that I could not have on earth. Because you can never get that appreciation until she's gone. I don't care how much you love your mama, how much you say you love your mama.
Till they're gone, you will never. That is when you appreciate it so much more because now all you have to do is look back on things and you're looking with a different mindset, with a different heart. And it makes you say, Lord, if I'm, oh baby, if I can see my mom again, the what I would do, the person I would be. And maybe that's why God had parents and they leave before the kids because the kids get right. You get right. Make you want a close relationship with him because you want him to make sure you be able to see you. You get ah.
Stuck it up.
No, I'm
I-
saying that for me, I believe that.
So what was your question?
Um, you miss your mama so much on earth that it makes you appreciate her even more in heaven once you see her. Yeah. You think that's true? Well, I think you wouldn't know that until
Yeah, I
you
don't know.
were blessed.
I think it's possible. I mean, it's anybody, but especially a mom. I mean, I do believe that, if it happens through attrition, like, it should,
Right.
hopefully, if that's God's will, that she go before I do, I would miss her dearly. I mean, even with my neighbor, and I think I shared with you that how my heart just ached for her. I can only relate to losing a father, and it's not the same as a mother, but I love my dad. But just listening to her express, and you all said a lot of similar things, but you just don't know what to say. You feel helpless, and it's not that people don't care. Sometimes you just don't know what to say, and sometimes it's best not to just say anything.
Yes, it is.
Um, yeah, just listen, be willing to listen. But I don't know. I know at some point in life there's something I'm gonna have to face. I mean,
Don't
it,
count
it,
your
it's
chickens before
inevitable.
they hatch. Don't count,
Huh?
'cause- don't count your chickens before you hatch because mess around, your mom and Brittany be sitting there till my mama gone.
Look, that may be possible. Really may be possible. Let's hope not. But that's why I said if it's done through attrition, the first in, the first out. So
Well, you
I
know
don't
what?
know.
I'll say this: Roland's mother, my aunt Teresa, out of it was two girls and two boys. My great grandmother had, and she was always the sick one. She drank a lot. Her liver was bad. I mean, she was in nursing homes, and everybody thought she was gonna go first. And for years we did. Do you know she the last one? She was the last one to die. She outlived everybody.
Mm,
And so you got to be careful. I'm not saying you, but I'm just saying a lot of times people, some things look a certain way and they ain't always that way because God got the last say so in everything.
mm-hmm.
And I had an uncle always tell me, when mother gone, all this will be mine. And he died before the mama. And so I never said that. I
Well,
never
I'm glad you didn't, sir.
said, come on, somebody.
But
Come on.
no, that's why when I said it, I said through attrition with the mindset of the first in, the first out. Um, we don't know, and if it's God's will, then so be it. Um, but you were asking how I would feel, and did I think it's what did you ask me? It was
I'm
really a
saying
little
that
bit.
is God's way of making you appreciate your mother even more when you get to heaven because you know how it feels to be without her.
Yeah. I really don't know. I mean, I would like to think it's that way from an earthly,
Yeah.
point of view, but we don't know what it's going to be like other than streets of gold. Will we recognize each other as, mom and dad, or will we just see a bunch of beautiful spirits that we're just celebrating the new life with? I
I
mean,
think we all walk around with our good body, the best we were at our body, when your body was at its
mhm.
best.
Mhm.
So that means I had my 20-some-year-old body. And then
Yep.
we up there playing bid whiz and spades.
Mm, 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 mm. Mm.
Ah.
That
Look,
would be wonderful.
wouldn't it be some look, people over there, look, some of us sneaking eating pork knowing we ain't supposed to.
Shoot, I envision lobster and crab. Well, no, because all that stuff is forbidden. Honestly, I was
Right.
shocked and appalled when I learned it was biblical that we shouldn't be eating that stuff.
You think they got a little side hustle up in heaven where they somebody got that lobster? Like, what you not gonna do in heaven? God sees all. He know what you're doing.
Right. Stay away from that slop. Don't eat that.
Don't come over here with all that. I ain't trying to lose my wings. Yours already clipped a little bit. You on your last wing now.
Mm, it
Um,
would really be nice
it would.
if we
You know
could
what?
reunite
They,
with a loved one.
listen to that. Wouldn't it be so nice if once you got if you made it in heaven,
Hmm.
then God takes you through this journey of you meeting everybody in your family. I mean, you just go down the line and you see your great grandmother. I mean, all the way back to Adam and Eve.
But let's be truthful. Some of them I don't ever want to see again in life. Hopefully, make
Ooh,
it to that side. I'm just keeping it real.
ooh. Well, what about the one I'm talking about? The ones that weren't even on Earth when we were here.
Oh, okay.
You get what I'm saying? I,
Mm-hmm.
I'm more the people. Like my great grandmother died in '65. I wasn't born in '69. I would my great great grandmother. I would love to know her.
Mm.
And her mother and her mother and her mother. I mean, going back. So you can't be
What
that.
what years were they born?
Well, I know my great great grandmother was born in 18 something. No,
You know the approximate time too.
I can't. No, I know she died in May of '65.
See, see,
Yeah,
bless your
yeah.
heart.
I know my great great grandfather died in 1971. At the age of 90.
Mm.
Got a picture of
I think that's pretty cool of you, like to be the family historian. You really should do that because I promise you,
him.
I'm glad to hear their stories and stuff. But I don't know. It's interesting what makes people tick because you light up like a Christmas tree when you talk about the the different facts about your family members. I'm
Yeah.
like, really, that's like you miss your call, and that's something you should have done or should still do.
Do you know?
No, let them
You know
use
what I
you.
would love to do? I would love to go on that black man show, the black guy that does it for all the stars.
Mm-mm.
The family history. He took all the stars and all the way back to slavery.
I trust you. No, I don't know nothing about
I
it.
forget his name, but yeah, I. But you know what? I've seen pictures of my great 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 grandmother and father. He was a Cherokee Indian, and she was a French white woman. It was a picture.
Let me ask you one question. Was she from the suburbs?
Yeah, I think she was from the suburbs of Canada. And his pigtail was in the picture. The Cherokee Indian had a long tail. It was in that picture. It burnt up in the house though with my great aunt. And I really wanted that picture. And me and him look so much alike.
Mm,
We look it looked like me being an Indian.
okay. All
So yeah,
right. So you got some engine in you?
Cherokee Indian too. And yeah, I laugh every time I hear black people say that, but truly he was a Cherokee Indian.
Look,
I,
you say you laugh, but truth be told, a lot of us are Indians or have Indian in us. I would say probably everybody.
well, some of them got some showing up black down south. I know.
Uh,
Okay, so now look, what do you think about John Gray talking about men should be able to wear hats in church? What do you think about that?
John Gray, I used to, well, yeah, I used to like his preaching or listen to him, but now I don't know. I think that's interesting, and it for myself also. I've wondered what's the big deal, but I guess it's a sign of respect, and if you're not gonna have the discipline to at least take off your hat without it being a major issue, then how can you be expected to follow anything like something as simple as love thy neighbor?
But didn't God say you must meet them where they are?
Well,
Uh,
that's true.
why is it that a woman, the women, then they
Mhm.
should be able to take they shouldn't have to they shouldn't wear hats in there as
I,
well.
well, I agree if we're talking about making it, equal across the board, but I don't know. That's subjective.
Just like when in Kojic, women weren't supposed to wear pants, but you see they wearing pants now.
Look, cause baby, I'm definitely one of them. I'm not the chick that's gonna wear the long dress down to the ankles and all.
So
Mm-mm.
I feel like, you know, yes, as long as you love the Lord, things change. Um, I don't think God made anybody wear hats. He didn't make it no anybody wear hats when he was preaching to them. So where that come in at, I don't even know who ideal was it to say that men couldn't wear hats.
I
Who
think it's
made,
a thing of respect.
but
Heck, let's
respect
ask
to
Chat GPT. Let's see what it said.
respect to who?
Such teachable moment. I don't know.
They also say don't let an umbrella up in the house either,
Bad
or
luck.
indoors, because it's bad luck. But I've seen a many a place where they let an umbrella up in there, or in church. If I got a nice outfit and my hat go with my outfit and my head is shaped funny, I want to wear my hat.
Well, especially if you got a lot of dents and lumps and bumps all on the head. I wish some of them could cover their heads with the thing. You seen those ones that had like the pack of hot dogs in the back of
Oh
them.
yes.
I wish they
Oh,
could cover that up.
I wish they can trim some of them ladies' hats down.
Why you gotta why you gotta be hating on the church lady hats? That is
Oh,
that is like tradition.
look,
Is
this one lady had a hat on so big it was like a flying saucer UFO. It was just so big and it was just hovering. And I kept trying to look around. And I told the usher, I said, "Could you move me?" I couldn't see.
Yeah, you're right about that though.
And,
Some of them are
and
either too tall, too
yeah,
wide, or got too
or
much stuff, too distracting.
don't have the bow on it and the feathers sticking out. Look, it didn't block up the whole altar.
Okay, I got your answer. Chat, you ready to hear this? Chat GPT said, I asked the question, why is it considered disrespectful for men to wear hats inside of church? It says it's considered disrespectful mainly because of long-standing cultural and religious traditions, not because there's anything inherently wrong with the hat itself. It breaks out. Oh, let me see how long this is. Okay, just four reasons. It says a sign of respect and humanity. In many Western traditions, removing your hat indoors, especially in a sacred space like a church, has been a way for men to show honor, reverence, and humility. Keeping it on can come across as casual or dismissive, and I think that's key, or dismissive in a place meant to be set apart. So, biblical influence. This idea is often tied to the passage in the Bible, particularly in First Corinthians 11 and 4, where the Apostle Paul and the Apostle Paul wrote that man praying for or prophesying with his head covered dishonors his head. Many churches have historically taken that as guidance for behavior during worship. Cultural etiquette beyond the church. In older etiquette, men removed hats indoors in general, homes, restaurants, formal gatherings, while women often kept theirs on. So church etiquette grew out of that broader social norm. And then lastly, number four, it varies today. Not all churches, not all churches not all churches enforce or even expect this anymore. Some are very relaxed, while others still hold on to tradition, especially more formal or traditional congregations. So it's less about the hat itself and more about what it symbolizes: respect, reverence, and awareness of the setting.
Because I was in my church Sunday
Mm.
and I forgot I had my hat on.
Oh,
And nobody said anything to me. I realized it myself.
Mm-hmm.
and took it off. But it made me feel so good that, you know, and the pastor was like, you know what? We don't think about it. We think about you hearing the word and getting the word. And if you gotta wear a hat to do that, then so be it.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, just imagine how many young men, because a lot of time I have been in these traditional churches
Mm-hmm.
where the girlfriend to get a boyfriend to come, they smelling like weed. Um, they ain't been in church in a month of Sundays. And they out of place, they a little bit late, so everybody turning, everybody looking at them. And the guy got the hat on, then he had to take it off, and his hair is messed the hell up because he didn't realize he gonna have to take that hat off. And now and everybody looking at how messed up this hair is.
Mm-hmm.
When leave the hat on, my brother. Come on, get the word. Because now you sitting here worrying at all these looks at you, and you worry more about your hair than trying to hear what the pastor is saying.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got this broad in front of you with this big old gigantic hat. You put your head up under there, her hat with her.
But you don't really, I know in the churches I've been to, you rarely see women like back in when I was growing up, you were growing up, the 60s, 70s, 80s. You rarely saw that.
I see it
I
now.
mean, no, you saw it a lot back then, but you rarely saw it like I'd say from the 90s on up. It was a bigger thing earlier on when we were younger.
But now, listen, my mother and older sister, they would always go to this party. It was church hat party,
Mm.
and they would win. Whoever had the best hat would win. And maybe it's a Detroit thing, because I'm telling you, some of these hats in Detroit are ridiculous.
Oh, I've seen some of the stuff on YouTube and
I
on
said, oh my
social media.
God.
Detroit is a whole different animal. It's like style for everything. Y'all got it going on in Detroit.
Listen, one of my friend, he Cranford is his name. I saw him not too long. He bought somebody bought Karen Clark Sheard a hat.
Mhm.
I was like, I know they glad she up on the stage and ain't sitting in the pews, cause that hat, when I tell you, was so extravagant and so out there
Mm.
that she can't wear it in the car. You have to take it off and put it in your lap.
Look, you know who I'm thinking about? What's her name? Vicky Winans. And I'm sure you've seen this clip. I'm pretty sure a lot of the chat has too. But there was a clip where she was introducing her ex-husband. And she
Oh
got up
yeah,
at the podium
Chick-
and she
the
talked
black
about their relationship. Yes.
yes, yes,
She,
yes.
she looks so classy in that hat. But
But it's so damn big.
yes, that thing was, woo, that thing was huge. It was about the size of a hula hoop. That thing was huge. But
Yes, it was.
she wore that hat though. She really did. I don't think nobody could wear it like but her.
Well, Aretha Franklin got in. Her hat is in the Smithsonian when she wore that hat with the
Mm,
bow on it, and she sung for Barack Obama.
I don't remember. I remember her singing. I don't really remember
Oh,
what.
that was the talk. That hat,
Let
the
me
bow was so big on the front of her head.
ask Chat GPT. Hold on, be quiet. Let me see for a second, a quick second. Oh, she won't do it. Hold on. Uh, okay. Can you show me a picture of what's her name? Aretha Franklin's hat from Barack Obama's inauguration? She's thinking.
First of all, you need to be slapped for saying what's her name. Don't nobody do that to the queen, baby.
Yeah, I know. I couldn't even, I drew a blank.
Hurt my feelings.
It must not have been that
Oh,
on
yes,
that because she's still looking, or maybe she heard you talking, and that's why she.
I shut up.
I'm gonna have to just Google it myself because she all confused right now. Okay, let me see. Aretha, what is it? Her hat from the inauguration.
Yes. Barack Obama inauguration of Rita Franklin's church hat.
Okay. Yeah, and I said be quiet. I didn't mean it to come out like that. I could hear myself saying it. It was because the thing with the little thing
You
was
should
popping up.
have heard what I said in my mind when you did that.
I know, like heifer. I realized it, but I didn't want to stop what I was doing. I was in the moment.
Yeah.
See, I'm self aware. Okay,
Mhm.
but this thing, oh no. Uh,
Good. Was that porn?
it was on TikTok.
Oh God! I was on Jesus. No, all
Okay,
this,
Google.
all this church talk, and you got porn.
Right. Right. Okay. Well, that was Steve Harvey. The what is that? Family Feud.
Okay.
Okay. What am I looking for?
Aretha Franklin's hat. Barack Obama inauguration.
The Franklin
It's in the
hat.
Smith. It's in the Smithsonian.
Oh, wait a minute. I think it was President Obama inauguration. Okay. I guess other people wanted to. Oh my God! I forgot all about that hat. How could I? The big,
Yes.
the big bow.
Yes.
Okay, because I was not tracking. I do remember her wearing that hat now.
And that's all they talked about. It's in the Smithsonian now.
Okay. Wow.
Only a Detroit woman.
For real. That hat is yeah, that hat was everything. And there she is wearing it, singing her face off.
She
That's
was,
beautiful.
yes,
It looks
yes.
different on the mannequin than sitting on her head because now
Yeah.
you can see how it sits. Because
Mhm.
all you see on the mannequin is just that big bow with the bedazzlement or embellishment.
Do you wear church hats?
No, I do not. I'm really not a hat chick, but I don't know. I like them, but if anything, I wear baseball caps.
My oldest sister wear them. She has church hats.
Hmm. The
Mhm.
one hat you said I look like a dyke with the hat on. I'm just gonna call it like it.
Ah,
Well, I didn't wear the hat on. You said if you wear it, you gonna look like a dyke. I was like, let me toss this hat.
well, you don't like me, do you? You don't like me. I didn't say that.
No,
That's
'cause I am strictly Dickley. Let me say that for the record.
oh my
Strictly
God.
Dickley.
I said that.
Yeah, you said that.
Oh, prove it. No, I'm just,
You
um,
said it, and I thought the hat was cute. I was all ready to hook it up with my outfit, coordinate, and everything. And I had to think about that thing, and I was like, oh no.
well,
Mm-mm.
you know me. I don't lie. Just tell it. I'm honest. Um,
Mm-mm.
wow. That is too funny. That is too funny.
You did. Those are the words you used. I was like, well, gee, you could have at least made it a little,
I love
yeah, been a little graceful with it or something. But no, you just shot straight from the hip. I was like, okay, well, yeah, that's not the effect I'm going for.
it's not
So
the it's not the head out, but that's not what I want to give.
that's not what I want to give. No, absolutely not. Mm-mm.
You want where you get to church and they kick you off the mother's board.
Just when I thought I was gonna get my solo.
No, what? Yeah, look, they kick you off the mother's board and make you an usher. A, a
No, not even
deacon. A
the usher
deacon.
is the elevation child.
That's
I be a
no.
greeter.
They make you a deacon.
Look, that's what Nosy Rosie is, a deacon.
Uh,
Deacon my toenail.
nosy roads. No.
Nosy Rosie.
Uh, so look, can you believe I have to go through this pain tomorrow?
Uh-uh.
I sit here and laugh and joking, but that's on my mind. That is so painful.
Yeah, that's the time to to just go into deep repentance, just a closer walk with thee.
A deep meditation. That's the time to smoke a blunt and have a cocktail.
See, no, because that'll bring on the pain.
Be like, go ahead, put it in there. That's all you got. No, let me say.
So folks know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm
yeah,
not encouraging it at all. Don't misconstrue what I'm asking.
They all know. I talked about it at the top of the show that I had to go. And
Thank you, Father. Won't he do it? I wasn't around when you were discussing that. Even just the thought of it makes my fingernails hurt.
yeah, most men do that. Listen, y'all. You have to be a guy in order to get this and have this feeling. Just one guy, we were in school. He was like, I got something that will make you cringe if I just say it. And we was like, what? He said, imagine somebody putting your testicles on the table and taking a sledgehammer and just busting it. And all of us squished over. Do you hear me? Just automatically, just the thought of it. And I was like, boy, don't say that. It's amazing.
But why would somebody do that? I mean, give us some context here.
No, I don't, kids in school, they was doing it. He was saying how it can make us squirm because, first of all, men's testicles are the most vulnerable thing on them. You can brush your hand by it by mistake and it will have you bent over in pain. It has happened to me once or twice where I got out the bathtub butt naked and I happened to swing my hand around and I was bent over in agony because I hit one of them. I was like, oh my, that is the most, I remember kicking a girl in her coochie when we got into a fight.
Can you clean it up a little bit? I mean, yeah, we cool and all, but my goodness, jeepers.
I kicked the girl in her coochie and my foot went all the way. I think she got off. But you kick a boy between legs, they falling over. And that's why I don't like wearing boxers. I wear boxers now that I'm older, but back then I wore just briefs because I wanted them close to me and not just
So you talking about tighty whities?
Yeah, tighty whities back in the day. Fruit of the Looms I loved Underoos. Underoos was my thing. I had Spider-Man and Superman. Underoos. You had the shirt and the drawers that go together.
That's what I was sitting here thinking, the matching sets.
Yeah, I had every superhero. I had the Hulk. I had everybody. But Mama drew the line when I asked her for Wonder Woman. No,
I was sitting here thinking about a Barbie joke. I'm like, so here you go with Wonder Woman.
Wonder Woman. No. You know what though? I felt like
help him.
When I was younger growing up and we would wake up in the morning on Christmas and I knew all my toys. I knew the drums were mine. I knew the football was mine. I knew the basketball was mine. I knew the racetracks was mine. I had all the typical stuff. And my sister had this, it was a doll called Baby That-A-Way. Do you remember that one?
I've heard of Baby That-A-Way. I had Baby Live.
And she named it Christy, and the baby could crawl by itself. And
I do remember that dog.
It peed, it turned his head. And I love playing with this little baby. Not that I mean, not in no girly way, but it just intrigued me because I had never seen a doll do that. The doll could be sitting in the corner and just all of a sudden just start crawling. Everybody scared the hell out of the child now. What the hell? I love and my sister was like, get my baby down because I would make it crawl and everything. And every time I got mad at her, I would hit her down.
Oh, you petty. See, you've been petty your whole life, huh?
Yes, I would hit her down. I hit the hell out of Baby That-A-Way. Baby goes that-a-way.
I remember my girlfriend had one of those dolls, and when her doll, the battery would get weak, it's like she was doing push-ups.
I know. Oh, yes, those are the things. I love Peter Pan too. Every toy of Peter Pan's, I always wanted to fly. I didn't want to wear that little outfit he had.
I was about to say, Lord, please don't tell me he had the costume.
Oh, no, I never had that costume. No, never. But That's when the cartoons was pure. Because now these cartoons they shooting each other, and it. But I thought about it. I said we had some clean cartoons, but no, we didn't. Because how the hell did that coyote order all the bombs and blow up stuff from ACME Acme and to try to kill the Roadrunner?
Mm,
Do you know that was dangerous? He bought bombs and rockets.
that was on I
The
don't know.
Roadrunner.
Can't
The
even remember
Roadrunner.
the that was like Bugs Bunny thing, the
Yeah,
Looney.
yeah, it was Bugs Bunny, the Looney Tunes, but it was the Roadrunner and the Coyote.
Yeah. I don't know.
Beep beep.
I vaguely remember. I didn't like those. I didn't. I liked yeah. I like cartoons, some of them, not
I
all of them.
like Casper the Friendly Ghost. That was one of my favorite ones. I liked oh, I loved the Littles. Remember they all lived up under the White House, the mice.
Mhm. Yeah, they
I,
were cute.
Lucy Little, Grandpa Little. I loved the mice. I loved the Tasmanian Devil.
Mm. Oh, you
I
straight
loved
old school child. I didn't had memory lapses. I just like that in the but I
yeah.
remember, yeah. Oh
That
wow.
is him on the box, but in cartoon form.
Hmm. Okay, who knew? Little known history fact.
Come on, somebody.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
Mr. Roger Casey, the puppet Casey, she was so gay. I didn't know if that was a girl or boy.
Casey from where?
Um, Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
He had so many puppets. I
It,
don't
it
remember.
was it was Casey. The puppet name was Casey. It had the blonde, the little hair. It had a shirt, and he did all the talking all the time with him.
Oh, for the love of God! Now I got to go on and pull up. I can't remember this all
The
this.
puppet name was Casey. I don't know. Casey was a queen, was a big old queen, a little short white queen
Casey, the puppet,
on
the
Mr.
puppet,
Rogers.
puppet
Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
from Mr. They said Sesame Street, Mr. Rogers.
Do you remember the lamb chop from that white
Lamb
lady?
chop. Oh, that's Casey. Casey looked like. Wait a minute. Casey was popular General Neutral child puppet.
See, nobody told me nothing.
I thought that was a girl. I remember Casey. I didn't know that that was the name of the puppet. Well, I
See,
do.
yeah, I knew the name. Mr. Casey would always Casey was in every episode.
Sure was. I remember Casey, and I remember the little dog that's on the picture too.
Yeah, Casey had a dog.
The dog's name was. Do you remember the dog's name?
Oh hell, Fido, I don't know what.
No, the dog's name was Finnegan.
Oh, see, oh yeah, okay.
Finnegan. Oh, such sweet childhood memories. I love this.
But am I so old because I remember Casey?
Yeah. Because I remember the puppet, but Lord knows I did not remember the name.
Is the okay lamb chop? What was the lady's name with the white hair? Who was the
Oh,
lady?
I can't remember. This is the song that never ends. This
She
is
had a very,
Sherry somebody. Lamb
she had
chop.
a very raspy voice.
Yes, she did. Lamb chops. Lamb chop. The sing along. Sherry Lewis.
Okay, see, I remember her face, but I didn't know her name was Sherry Lewis.
Sherry Lewis.
Okay, I got one for you. Do you remember Dito Doors?
The who? No. Deedle.
Dito Doors.
Hold on, let me pull up the picture. Deedle,
D
Deedledor.
Dedal. Dito Doors. Doors.
Wait, start over again. I had to back up.
Dedal. Dito
Deedal. Deedle.
Doors. Doors.
Mm, I'm not seeing any pictures. No, images. Let's see.
Where
Um.
they had new kids every week and the school.
Oh, I do remember this.
Yes, and you go, they have different schools represent different schools, and I tried out, but I set my thing in there to be on there all the time. They never did pick me.
Oh wow. I'm sorry.
Do you remember this? Kids Are People Too.
Yes, kids are. I forgot all about that show.
Yeah,
Yes.
with Sean Patterson, the singer was on there, and I met, I met him on the road. And I hated him because he was on there. He was a host, well, like a little host, and he was such a queen. And I really wanted that. I wanted to do.
Okay, so yeah, I remember him. I do remember
I
him.
have a picture of me and him as we're older. He Can I Spend the Night? He got that hit song, Can I Spend the Night with You? He had a couple of hit records and jazz.
Are you serious?
Yes, he's very popular.
Oh wow! You know what? You probably done lost half your audience because they're like, "What are these old people up here talking about?"
No, but listen, you forget because remember they had the show with Byron Allen, and the lady Sarah. It was something about people, but then they had to spin off Kids Are People Too.
Oh,
But
okay.
it was an adult version of that.
Hmm. Okay.
That is. I can't remember the name of it.
Give it a
But
little bit. I'm sure.
do you know that Byron Allen is a billionaire now?
Sound like rich people problems.
Yes. He does so many things. I love his show Comics Unleashed. I would love to be on it because
I don't think he's funny at all.
he's not a comic now.
Mm-mm.
And I always thought he was gay.
I get those vibes as well.
I said,
Look, allegedly.
all that money he got, I'd be his Allen Byron.
Mm.
Byron. Okay.
Ew. Ew.
How you get up here and have me go back down memory lane?
I don't know where that started. I don't know what brought that on. Um, I don't know. I have no clue.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. So what you know no good.
Oh no, I know I gotta get up in the morning, so I gotta be up at I got my appointment. I got two appointments, one at 8:15 and one at 9:15.
Mm-hmm.
8:15 is to go in and do all the blood work.
Mm-hmm.
So they're gonna poke the hell out of me. I'm gonna just be poked all day tomorrow. And then 9:15, it's in the same building, thank God. Then I gotta go and have that procedure done, which I'm gonna go live when they do it.
Ooh,
Oh,
child.
last time they told me I couldn't go live. I said, wait a minute. Y'all can't tell me. I said, if I'm not showing you, I had a big issue with them, with that. Cause now it makes me wonder, y'all scared y'all gonna fuck up or something? And it's the phone is on me.
Mm-hmm.
So why would y'all have an issue with me recording my procedure?
Mm.
One time the lady coming in, she was like, you ain't got me on camera. I said, ma'am, I wouldn't do that to you. You're not camera ready. That's where it first started. You're not camera ready.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole thing, I said, matter of fact, the way that you approached me with that, I don't want you in here while I'm having my procedure. Can I have a new nurse?
Oh wow.
And they had to give me another nurse because I wasn't dealing with her. Because
So
it was
they let you record it?
yes, yeah. How you gonna tell me I can't document something? I'm not showing your face. I'm not saying your name. It's all about me.
Mm.
I have never had a problem. I documented my whole when I was doing radiation, and I documented my whole chemo thing. And you're not gonna stop me from, baby. This is for my records.
Yeah. Ooh.
If something go wrong, now you can see my face, but of course, I didn't have the camera on the thing going inside,
Mm.
but you could see me squinching and going, "Oh my God!" And that helped me get through it too, because the fact that people knew that my penis was being touched. Okay, let me
Oh,
stop.
oh my
I'm
God.
everybody nothing sexy about that. That is and I hate that I gotta go through it tomorrow. Oh
Maybe
God.
maybe they were thinking because of the, the area that's being covered. Like you said, not you're not showing it, but I don't know.
You know, listen, if I because I when I they called me and said I did have cancer, bladder
Mm-hmm.
cancer. And I said, okay, well, how are we gonna approach this?
Mm-hmm.
And the doctor was like, well, we're gonna do chemo. And I was like, okay, well, when I come in and get my port, because mind you, I had already said I would never go through. I said, baby, I will die before they ever put another catheter in me. But that was God's way of saying, look, I'm gonna heal you, but you ain't gonna tell. I'm gonna heal you just the exact way you said you did. What you're not gonna do. You don't tell me what to do. And so when I asked the man, when do I come in and get my port for the chemo? He said, oh, you don't need a port. I said, well, how you gonna do it? He said, we're doing it through a catheter. Look at that. I said, what? He said, yeah, that way it can go straight to your bladder. It goes through your urethra and straight into. I was like, is that even possible? I said,
So,
okay. Well, I said, can you put me to sleep every time? And they said, no, it was too dangerous.
mm,
So now, when I go in there, I make them give me a pill that is, I don't know what type of pill is it. It's an anxiety pill. It's supposed to level me out and calm me down.
mm-hmm.
And I take this pill like an hour before they do it. And it does it work? I don't know. All I know is I
They
get
can't do like the laughing gas like they do when you go to the dentist.
that would be something. I
Mm,
don't know. And see, it's hard to let me look. This is a story, and this is different between white men and black men. I had a catheter that I had to keep in me. And they I told them, I said, look, they sent me home with it. I had an IV pole. My mother was, I miss my mama because my mama changed my IV pole. The catheter, she was helping me, and this catheter hurt me so bad. It was hurting so bad that I went to the hospital. I said, look, I'm gonna tell y'all this. Y'all gonna either take this out of me because I can't do it. It's swinging every time I move the way it swung. It hurt like hell.
mm-hmm.
And so they said, well, we'll keep you in observation. They put me in the room. It's a white guy in the room in the bed next to me. He's got a catheter. I can't move because every time I move, if it's swinging the wrong way, it you can feel it all the way up in there. And I'm like, oh my God, this little white guy was jumping up and down, going. He wanted to go home. They wanted to send me home with the catheter. And I said, I'm not going unless you take the catheter out. He was like, take me home because he wanted to go home with the catheter. But do you know why it didn't bother him? Because he only had 4 inches. So it was no problem for him compared to black guys and their
See,
length.
and
I'm just saying that really, that was one time I wish I was white.
listen to you, toot toot.
I love my white people. What do you think? Oh, listen, what's her name? The girl with all them kids. I got 10 kids, 9 kids, and what's her name? Oh my God.
Kiki.
No, the one with all the kids and her husband, Wood. Her
From
husband name
where? Where
what
was
is it?
she know from?
Oh my God. They always going to Disney World. He done cheated on her. They used to go to casino all the
What are you
time.
talking about? I don't watch her. You talking about Peaches
Yeah,
or
Peach
Pete?
McIntyre. Yeah, shout out to Peach McIntyre. But anyway, she just did a video where I guess she was doing a promo for these people. They're Jamaican. They lived in this apartment building, and they were in the. You know how they have the community area, the community room, or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And so she walked in. And it was a promo, and she said, "These mashed potatoes, this ain't no Jamaican food. That's white people food." And this white guy was like, "That's racist." It was such a big old thing,
Mm-mm.
and the people he wouldn't complain, and they told Peaches she had to leave because she was being racist.
Mm-hmm.
I said because she said mashed potatoes is white people food. She didn't say that to anybody. She said it to the people she was talking to.
Mm, mm,
And
mm.
this white guy just inserted himself. Now, some of the time now, I think she provoked some things,
Yeah, like you
trying to,
gotta
but this,
read the room or observe the room. I mean, like, how do you miss that?
but no, he was outside. He wasn't even in there. He was walking past, and they were inside the room themselves. She was talking to them. They were
Mm,
videotaping. He just wanted to be an asshole.
mm.
And they don't nobody problem when nobody say what Mexican food, Polish food, soul food. So what's wrong with white people food
I'd say Caucasian, maybe.
or
I don't.
coffee? It's
Yeah.
all the same. So black food, chicken and watermelon,
Or Eurocentric.
Africa.
Mm-hmm.
We have an African American festival coming up. I'm gonna go down there and videotape that. I never actually eat any of the food, but because I have tried African food, the igusi and the fufu, I'll try that.
Jollof rice is
Oh
the
my
bomb.
god! Just it. Wait, did you see the video where I was downtown and I um took the jollof rice out and I was like, you know what? It was so spicy, and I was like, this food ain't really that good. And I had bought it from the African place,
Mm-hmm.
and so I go out and sit by the water, and because I'm saying, I spread some on my ashes, and I smoke a blunt, and I was like, well, you know what? Let me just try this stuff again, and because I only took a little bite. And girl, when I started eating, I was like, you know what? The way that it hits my palate, and look,
Mm-hmm. That
I was
we was talking.
I was like, it is so delicious. And somebody was like, Michael, see, it made you high.
Mhm. Man, you
And
know, go ahead.
go
I'm
ahead.
sorry.
That Jollof rice was just, I love it now, but go ahead.
Have you had moi moi?
I've had a boy.
That's not what I said. I was specific.
Oh, moi. Okay, what is that?
Moi moi. It's like a bean pie. It's like broken down black eyed peas,
What?
and I know the way my family makes them with shrimp, corned beef, and egg in it. And it, like the egg, the boiled egg, you slice it up and you add these things individually. Like you put some beans in the whatever package is being prepared in, beans on the bottom, and the meats, the shrimp, the corned beef, and egg in it also. And then you top it off with the mixture, the bean mixture. And it's really just black eyed peas, like peeled. And I've made them with my family. And it's an all day process. Is very, but now it's very, very long, tedious process. But if you make them, I mean, they make it now where you can buy the bean powder and mix it up. But it's really, really good. And you season it to your liking, add a little bit of oil in there. And with the garlic and tomato paste, or yeah, tomatoes, tomato paste, all of that is like your base that you mix in there. And
You know
season
what
it.
it sound like? Whatever you got in the refrigerator, just put it in there. Corned beef, egg, and black eyed peas. Oh my God.
Yeah, believe it or not, is not how you think. It sounds crazy, but to taste it, and I started out as a youngster eating it, like 8 years old. So from eight to now, it's been some years, and it's an acquired taste if you're not used to it. But if you like all of those things individually, just imagine a pot of well seasoned black eyed peas, but without the ham hock added to it. So if you can imagine that as
Corned
your
beef is
base taste. Hmm.
the corned beef is taking the place of the ham hock.
No, no, no. Well, yeah, I guess, but it's the canned corned beef.
Uh,
Canned corned beef, totally different taste. And I'm trying to think what else. Yeah, and then you have your shrimp, your raw shrimp. You know, add how much ever you want in there, and the egg. And so you bake it or steam it. Yeah, more or less steam it. Steam it, let it cook, and when it's ready, baby, you talk about some good eat. Be so good, make you want to slap somebody.
Okay, okay.
Woo. It's so good. And pepper soup. Ooh, child.
It's a Mexican restaurant called The Fork in Nigeria.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would go. They want, matter of fact, the
You said a
owner.
Mexican
I
restaurant?
mean, Africa.
I was
The
like, wait, what a
fork,
combination.
yeah, the fork in Nigeria, and the owner actually he won on an episode of Chopped.
Mm-hmm.
He won everything. He was the winner.
I might see if I can pull it up and
Yeah,
see.
I'm gonna call up to see if I can interview him.
Ooh, child. Well, I'd say if you go there, try the moi moi and yeah,
The boy. Can I
moi
try,
moi.
can I try the boy? The two boys in the back. They
Ooh,
gonna
child.
put me
They probably will.
on.
They don't play that. But
Yes, they do. You need to look, baby. You need to look at all the pornos that I want. I mean, oops. I mean, it's out there.
mm-mm.
Africans are taking over.
Are they?
Oh my God, I've never seen so many gay Africans, gay movies. My God, it's
Mm.
yes, yes.
Wow. Times have changed.
It's a lot of gay guys in Nigeria, especially.
Mm. Mm. Yeah, well, that's where some of my people from.
Oh,
Mhm. Oh yes, honey.
you know they got some Nigerian sissies over there, baby. But you can't tell.
Mm.
You
I'm gonna,
can't.
I'm gonna have to ask the family folks about that.
Yeah. Well, look, I can put in my search bar gay Nigerian porn videos, which I don't, back
What?
in my day, I used to. And baby, a plethora of videos pop up.
Hold on, let me put my pearl necklace on.
Oh, I thought you were saying, let me put that in my search bar. I was like, no, girl.
And no, sir. Mm-mm. Not the kid.
But yeah, I'm serious. I am so serious. Girl,
Wow. Yeah,
I'm scared to go there.
I'll be clutching my pearls, child. Mm-mm-mm.
Yeah, baby. That and the Arabs, they more popular than in the Arabs.
Mm,
Why you think I go in the gas and they be like, you want your stuff free? No.
mm. That's what they ask you?
Yeah, when I was young, I'm a little older now. They
Oh,
asked me, do I want to pay half price? No,
special season. Mm-mm. Child, that is something else.
no. Wait a minute, can you believe I went through the whole bag of Hershey Kisses?
Mm. This the thought of that makes me nauseous.
No, I wanted to melt it down
You need
because
to have
I'm
some rice
making a cake.
cake.
I'm making a cake that has a cup of mayonnaise in
I bet it's
it.
good actually.
Yeah, it's so weird. It makes me really want to try it.
Yeah. I guess it's no difference than making a cake with cream cheese.
Yeah, and he used Dukes.
Dukes, I love Dukes.
I do too. I love.
I
I'm
prefer that
so
over
mad.
Hellman's.
I'm so mad. I feel like I'm a traitor. I feel bad every time I buy Dukes because I love Miracle Whip so much, right?
I don't like Miracle Whip. Ew.
Oh, I loved it. And look, nothing. The sandwich just ain't a sandwich without Miracle Whip. And
Mm-mm.
I tried. I said, let me try. I bought Miracle Whip and Dukes, and
Mm.
so I like this Dukes. The other day, I'm at the store.
Mm-hmm.
The Miracle Whip was $5.99
Mm-hmm.
for the big jar.
Mm-hmm.
I looked and it was the Dukes. The Dukes was $8.99, and I bought the Dukes. So I must really like it to pay that difference.
Right?
Oh
You say you bought both of them?
no, no! This time I just bought the Duke.
Mm.
I said I bought both of them because the first time I was trying it, I didn't know whether I would like Dukes or not.
Yeah, Duke is
So
good.
yeah, so I got the Miracle Whip just in case. But
Mm.
now I've been eating Dukes and it's so good that I can do the Miracle Whip, but it don't taste as good now. I shouldn't have never tried Duke.
Well, see, now you saved yourself. All you got to buy is one. That's it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but listen. I could be spending $3 less if,
Well,
if I was still doing the Miracle Whip.
well, that's a good point. But you get what you pay for. You get quality.
And why? Listen, when I went to Myers, the Dukes was on sale. I should have bought like 5 of them then if I had known it was gonna be so good. But once they see that people, because Dukes was never, we never used to have Dukes here in Detroit.
Oh, really? I
Yeah,
was kind of surprised with what's that stuff? The Chow Chow. I was
yeah.
surprised that you hadn't tried that. That's very popular.
No, I had not. Oh, I forgot all about that lady. I need to
Mm.
get some of that chow chow because I got collard greens in there.
Chow 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 for everything.
I love that chow chow. Oh, I ate so much of them damn greens, didn't I?
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Yeah, see, now you got me thinking about Dukes, and all I can think about is some nice crisp lettuce, some toasted bread with
Mhm.
the Dukes on it, layer of lettuce, and just nice beefsteak tomatoes with some salt, pepper,
Oh,
baby. Mm, that's
I
some
need
goodies right there.
I need some meat. I just did all that with a hamburger.
Mm-mm. Yeah, it's so good. Just a
Mm.
nice tomato sandwich.
Oh, now I could eat I just had fried green tomatoes.
I've been wanting some of those.
Uh, the Happy Wife like sent me a picture.
Did
She,
she?
yeah, she cooked. She said, CMA, I finally did it. And she had some fried chicken feet. They look so good.
Some chicken feet?
Yeah, I can't wait to ask her tomorrow how they
I
taste.
can't see her eating the feet with the toenails. Do you cook them with the toenails on there?
No, you know what? I just saw a video the other day,
Mm-hmm.
and they had chicken feet soup, and the nails are still in there. And I was like, I said, how could you do that? Because I cut my nails off because
Mm-mm.
I'm not gonna boil no nails and be eating nothing that the nails didn't touch.
I mean, what about the feet makes you say, like I could see a steak in the store. Like, yeah, I can't wait. You just think of all the flavors and marinating it and how it smells as it's cooking. But you do that with seeing it on the shelves, or at least I do that from seeing it on the shelf. And what is it about chicken feet? Seeing them, you like, oh my God, ooh, I can't wait to get these home. And you just process before you even leave the store. You done process start to finish. What is it about chicken feet that
Oh
makes
my
you
god!
say, I
Uh,
can't wait to go home and get these cooked? Now you
It's
didn't got this girl cooking some chicken feet too.
look, and she had live chickens. I hope they wasn't her chicken feet. But
Oh,
anyway,
Father.
um, when I first bought them, I was like, oh my god! And like I said, when I
Yeah.
listened to the lady, I put them in cornmeal and flour and egg.
Mm.
It tastes so good. And when you eat that fatty part that they walk on the bottom of the bread,
Ooh,
oh my God, that is the most delicious part.
yeah. Mm-mm.
With
Mm-mm.
the hot sauce, oh my God.
Mm-mm.
You should try it at least once.
And the devil is a lie. Mm-mm. Return to sender. No, that will never happen.
Have you eat pig feet?
No, sir. Mm-mm.
Ever ate pig feet?
I tried it because I wanted to. All my family was eating it, and I like the way the vinegary smell, goes all through,
Oh,
permeates the air.
look, I like fried pig feet, barbecue pig feet. I don't like pig feet.
That is like eating just a whole bunch. Like, okay, we were talking about fat the other day, like the pork chop fat, the little ring around the pork chop. That part I can get down with that because it gets crunchy and crispy. I like the crunchies. But all that jelly like fat, ew, or like gristle, that is disgusting to me.
It used to be a time when my mama would make pig feet. The only way I could eat them is they had to be barbecued, and then they had to be crispy and burnt, almost like crackling, and it tastes so good.
Ugh.
And I would never eat them just like her boyfriend would have them with like beans and stuff. And so
Mhm.
one day I came in the house, I said, "Well, I'm gonna just try to." And I put a hot sauce on. I said, "You know what, pig feet good, so I can eat them like that." Then, you know, I tried the pigtails.
Mm,
That was delicious. Then tried pig ears.
mm.
That was delicious. Then I turned around and I tried the pig, the nose, the nostril.
Oh, for the love of God.
Yeah,
Mm-mm.
I had it. I had it. I had one boiled, one barbecue, and one fried.
Ooh, child.
I was able to eat the fried one was like crackle. I ate the whole nose.
Ew.
The boiled one I had a little hot sauce on it. That was good. But
Mm,
the barbecue one, because as I was eating, Mama kept talking about oink oink oink. I said, "Mama, stop."
mm-mm.
Um, and so as I was eating the barbecue one, my mind went to the pigs. You know, a pig nose is always running.
And you
Uh,
ate it still?
listen, no, I couldn't eat the barbecue part
Mm.
because by it being wet with barbecue sauce, it just reminded me of snot, the pig snot, and I couldn't do it. And normally I can eat anything, but I ate the whole fried nose.
Oh my God. Yeah, no. Mm-mm. Even talking about it is making me squeamish.
But
Mm-mm.
the worst part about it is I had to actually burn all the hair off of it.
Oh, for love.
It was
No.
so
Mm.
much hair. I had to burn that hair off, sizzle it, take a knife and scrape it, but
Ew.
good. It was could you eat cow tongue?
No. Now I've seen that in the grocery store. A lot of Jewish people eat the cow
I
tongue. I
you,
mean,
if you ever ate from a taco truck, you've ate cow tongue before. It
mm.
just don't know it.
Well, I tell you what, as long as I don't know it, but see, that's why now, because I'm tired of not being told the truth about meat,
Yeah.
um, I'll order shrimp. Give me some whatever it is. Shrimp, shrimp, shrimp.
Because them burrito taco, the Bria,
Mhm.
BRIA tacos, a lot of that is shredded cow tongue, and a lot of people don't know that.
Well, it's probably for the best that they don't know it. But I don't really eat a lot of beef. I'm trying to do the healthy thing, lean meats.
Yeah.
So,
Because if most people know Mexican people, when they make tacos, y'all don't it don't be hamburger in there. They don't use hamburger.
hmm,
They use chopped up meat. Even when you go into the store and they got taco meat,
mm-hmm.
hamburger that they have there.
Well, that's maybe the American way. I don't know where it started. Maybe it's
Black,
cheaper.
lazy black folk.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I love a good hamburger taco now.
And
Tomorrow,
it's cheaper.
yeah. You know what? I might have some tacos tomorrow.
Yeah,
I'm trying
tomorrow Taco Tuesday.
oh, it is Tuesday too, ain't it?
Oh, somebody is happy to hear that. So yeah, we might be having tacos tomorrow.
I can make some oxtail tacos.
Mm.
Or
Yeah.
some beef tacos.
Some what tacos?
Short short beef rib tacos.
Oh, you having a highfalutin tacos. Okay.
Oh, you know what? I did. Do you remember my first guest? I had the two girls. We was at the taco place downtown, sitting outside when the waitress said, "Do I look fat on camera?" I said, "You look fat in real life. Why wouldn't you?" Remember?
Oh gosh. That might have been before my time.
Oh
I
my
remember you talking
god!
about it though.
Oh, that was so hilarious. But anyway, I ordered some fish tacos, which I didn't think I would like.
Mm-hmm.
The shrimp taco and some chicken tacos. But I tell you, the fish taco was the best that I had ever tasted.
Oh wow.
It had avocado on it and cilantro. I
Yum.
was in heaven.
Mm.
Ah,
Sounds good. I wish I could eat fish other than tuna. I can't. Tuna and salmon.
Oh, well, you know, I don't like real fish. You know what real fish is?
Mm, I'm scared to ask.
It's women. That's what they call women, real fish.
Oh, I
In the,
thought it was a gay guy thing.
in the community, I'm like, oh, that's real fish.
Uh-uh.
No, real fish hate us. You know, growing up, you're like, oh, real fish mad because our boyfriend. Be like, real fish. That's what they call straight women, real fish.
Mm, mm, mm.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yes. Okay, look, it is 11:18.
11:18.
I gotta get in here and take me because I don't want to get up and I don't want to go outside cold and wet from taking a shower in the morning.
Right. Well,
So
you have yourself a good night. And
yes, because I'm gonna have me a rough morning tomorrow.
I I send up a prayer for you.
Yes, y'all. I'm gonna do a whole video where I will go to the bar and y'all people, y'all come in and buy me a drink because I'm gonna be hurt. I'm gonna be hurting between my legs. Okay. Um,
TMI.
don't judge me, judge the damn self.
Oh,
Well,
I'm judging.
thank you for coming up. Are you gonna finish your Pepsi tonight or tomorrow?
I think I'm going to just gonna go to bed and I deal with it in the morning.
I know, man.
I can't want to finish it right now. I'm so sick of just going through that stuff. So yeah, I'm taking a break and I'm calling it a night. Yeah.
Wouldn't God be good if you woke up in the morning and everything was just automatically in there and all organized? Be like, but God.
Yeah. Actually I need to run to the store and get some more little bins to organize more. So
Oh, not
yeah.
tonight. Not tonight.
Oh, absolutely not. Mm-mm.
Well,
Sometimes Amari.
well, you being a rich white woman from the suburbs, I figured you'd have them delivered right now.
Look, I might go on Amazon and see. You're so funny. You are a mess.
They'll be there
Yeah,
when you wake up in the morning at your
that's
door. You
right. I love the deliveries when they say between you'll receive your package between 4 and 8.
come on, somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I'm catching the bus there
Bless your
uh,
heart.
and get mine. But
Mm-hmm.
I ain't mad at you. Listen, I ain't mad at you. One day I'll get there.
Yes, look, you will. You will, for sure. But you have a wonderful night and a great day tomorrow. And thank you for having me on. I appreciate you.
All right, thank you. And I don't know what the hell gonna be great about tomorrow. You should have said to have a safe day. But
Yeah,
that's
have
all.
a safe day. But think positivity is all in the mind. You think you go in defeated. That's exactly what's gonna happen. If you go in empowered, that's exactly what's gonna happen. You make the choice. The choice is up to you.
Yeah, that's why I have to go there and get butt naked. So that part I like. But okay. Thank you.
Oh, you're
Thank you.
welcome.
Thank you for coming up this outward onward.
You're welcome. Night night.
All right, no, you have a blessed night.
Thanks.
Okay, y'all. So I am really, I hate when I have to go in these hospitals and do this stuff. Oh, the blood work don't bother me. I hate needles, but that don't bother me compared to them having to go in there and check and make sure I'm still cancer free by doing a catheter. Oh, my wee wee hurt just thinking about it. So what I'll do is I'll roll me a joint. That's what I'll do. I'll roll me a joint if I go to so if I'm a little high, I'm a little more relaxed. Maybe if I have one of them play with my booty, I could. No, I'm just. I got problems, y'all. What? Don't judge me. Judge yourself. I have to do what works for me. That shit hurts, y'all. Okay. Oh, I can't. Y'all know what? I am sleepy. I'm sleepy. I'm nervous. I just lost a subscriber when I said that. I just lost a subscriber when I said it. Don't judge me, y'all. Judge yourself. All right, y'all. This is your boy, comedian Michael Allen. cooking, comedy, cussing, and cocktails. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, share, comment. Y'all know what to do. Make sure you support the channel. $313 comedian. It's a business. Not on here for my help. Maybe just a little well. 2.5 hours I gave y'all of my life. Hell, I punched in, I'm punching out. And make sure y'all hit that bell. Hit the notification bell. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. My bell. Ring my bell or go to hell. Don't judge me. All right, y'all. This your boy, comedian Michael Allen. Y'all have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the night, okay? And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Make sure y'all join me for the interview at 2 o'clock in the afternoon tomorrow. If y'all can, I will be interviewing the Black Martha Stewart of YouTube, the Happy Wife Life. We're gonna reminisce and how our paths crossed and all of that, and her being married to a pastor and all of that. Y'all, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be. How could she support somebody, a heathen like me? Come on, somebody. It's gonna be very good, very interesting. Y'all tell everybody at your church to watch. This is one that all the saints can watch, and the saints and the ain'ts. Okay, it's gonna be well worth it. All right, comedian Michael Allen. I'm out. Peace.